Well, we're live here with England captain Emily Ronaropa, who was also named player of the match from the comms team. Congratulations. And it was said by Alea Huge on co-coms that one of the reasons why you've been given this award is not only because of your work on the field, but also off it. There's a very young Women's Open side who are all now gold medalists at the European Championships. But how has it been like to steward this group and bring them together at the start of what is a new era for Women's Open rugby, perhaps for England?
It's just been a real pleasure and privilege. We had a few words in the changing room before we came out, and I'm just so proud of, we've got so many new girls that are experiencing this. It's the best it's going to be, if that makes sense. It can only go up from here. So yeah, what can I say? I'm so happy still to be here. I'm in awe of the talent around me, and yeah, I look forward to seeing the heights we reach at State Cup and, you know, Euros next year and things like that. It's a really, really exciting time for us.
It's a very young French team as well. We saw some really nice moments there as they got around Bleu and Levesque, who was unfortunately injured in the final. And I mean, what do you make of the Women's Open this year? Because sides like France, although they were your competitors today, it's important for England that the other nations in the Women's Open category grow with them. And as England have a very young French team, and there's some similar parallels between the two of them. Yeah,
100%. I think we were the permit competition last year. It was really fantastic for us as England. We managed to put 3 teams into that, so the amount of players we've managed to bring through the system has been fantastic. The French ladies have been working really hard also. They obviously came to the permits, did very, very well, and came, travelled to our nationals this year, so they're working really hard as a group. I think where we've got the edge on them at the moment is the strength and the depth. It's those junior squads. We've just got more numbers that we can bring through, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it was unbelievable when we were talking about the players that have made their debut this tournament, because it's ridiculous they haven't had England caps already, or even the players who were Youth Atlantic Cup a year ago and are now nailed on in the Women's Open and the Men's Open too. I mean, what do you think is driving this sort of new generation of touch players? What do you think is the main factor about England touch that is bringing them all together and creating depth that no other European country can match?
Yeah, so I think it's a few things. I think it's obviously brilliant kind of club touch rugby. The UTC, so the University Touch Champs, is massive for us. We have so many young people come to touch the university and they upskill quick. And then it's things like, our nationals and our club comps. Really, we can excel those players through those kind of club competitions to hit the heights of international competition.
And one final question, we'll bring it back to your performance today. I think one of the biggest differences was the work ethic of this England team for 40 minutes, especially the transition. It's what emotion on what's coming on from the box. The pace was just there. And when you've been so successful all tournament, I mean, how do you drive such high standards in a group that are already favourites? One could have very comfortably argued before that game.
No, very much. I mean, for us, it's all about the process. We said on that game we want to focus on our midfield D and our transition 4-5-6. So the two things that the co-coms have picked up, which is fantastic, and the game becomes a lot easier when you're away from the line. So let's keep those nippy French ladies away from our line. We're doing really well. So yeah, really happy we managed to maintain that intensity. Bit of cloud cover probably helping us as well. Bit of breeze has not been as hot as it has the previous days. But yeah, those were our 2 focus points.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and congratulations on another title to add to your growing trophy cabinet. Brilliant play from all, and I'll let you get back off with the rest of your team as well. Well, the Women's Open, as expected, has gone England's way, but here is a title that some predicted could be far more complicated. In the Men's Open, Ireland have emptied the tanks to make it through to this game. They were beaten by England in a rather disappointing fashion for Irish supporters earlier on in the pool stage, but that doesn't mean that it won't be an Irish side coming out on top here in this title. We're going to head over for the tunnel because this is the Irish team that they are hoping to win silverware with. The Men's Open are taking on England. We'll head over to the tunnel and be back with you just before the anthems, live here in Vichy. First, the defending European champions. Can they repeat the work of their women's side and take a second gold medal for England in the major competitions? But they have stern challengers in Ireland. Scotland too have had a strong performance in this Men's Open division, but it may well be Ireland who come through as the most difficult side that England have faced in the Northern Hemisphere yet. They will saunter out of the gate as comfortable as you like. There is a stern determination on the faces of the young Irishmen heading through the tunnel here pitside in Vichy. They have one thing on their mind, and that is taking the game to England. Well, there is staunch Irish support. Of course, they entered sides in almost every division. They had a great delegation across the various different touch teams that they could have entered here today. And it's England's third Open title attempt here. They are 1 from 1 after defeat in the mixed Open, but we will be returning shortly after the national anthems of Ireland and of England. Just one more game. This is my 41st live commentary of the European Touch Championships, and it is such an exciting one as well. England are 1 from 2 attempts at the gold medal games in the Open, the very pinnacle of European rugby. It is Ireland, who were predicted by some, including tournament commentator Joe Wright, including 7th touch down in New Zealand, watching on from afar, as potential challengers for England in this division. I'm delighted to be joined by FIT director Aaron Jones. And Aaron, you were just saying that it's possible that Ireland could challenge England here, but their top players have got to have fantastic games.
Yeah, absolutely. Wilfred, thank you for being let me be here today for this Men's Opens final. I was here 3 years ago, and the same 2 teams competed in that event. England got the chocolates that day. I think at the time, from memory, one of the best Irish players went down with an injury during the tournament, and as such they were significantly weakened. It might have even been Will Hickey, who's come across from Australia representing Ireland. He's a New South Wales touch representative back home in Australia. Very, very good player, and I think if Ireland have got any chance today, mate, to topple this I would say a developing England side. From what I understand, a lot of England players have moved on into the 30s. Some are not here in this tournament. They've had a year off, like Dom Tripp. So if Ireland had a challenge today, Will Hickey has to have the game of his life, I feel.
Scotland have claimed the bronze medal. Well deserved after beating France. They did really well in the tournament to arrive as late challengers. But it is England who will be out of the box and flying out of it too. You're right, and they're a very young side. Lots of changes, bold calls by the England coaching staff, but you've got to be bold if you want to grow to challenge the likes of Australia and New Zealand. Their men's 30-seed team have now gone on to dominate the division, and they'll be watching on with, perhaps a couple of Irish jerseys tucked away somewhere.
Well, England made the call 2 years out from the World Cup that this is the stepping stone. Obviously, their focus is firmly on New Zealand. I know England are going down under in November this year for the 2 state cups, New South Wales State Cup, Queensland State Cup. They'll be back again there next year, and then on to New Zealand in around late October, early November 2028. So really, this is the first step in this new program for this English side. That Scotland-France third-place game, absolute ripper, went to a drop-off, 3-on-3. Scotland getting the try in the second period of the drop-off and claiming the victory there. So
let's hope for drama like that here, and obviously we'll discuss as the game goes on about England's decisions to head down under and try and challenge in those tournaments. It is all about trying to bridge the gap. Ireland are looking to do the same here. It's a different side from 3 years ago. It's a much more competitive side. It's a side full of old Wesley players who have crossed the pond and battered teams at the Nationals finals. It's a side fired up here on the very last game of the European Touch Championships, and it's a side in emerald green going left to right in the first 20 minutes here, and a side that have been shut out by England for the first set of 6. And Aaron, that's a statement from England to keep out Ireland early doors.
Very strong defensive set there by the English side. Finding a little bit of trouble though to get out from their own half here. That's so that Ireland retaliating with just as much strong defence, and we see an error there.
It's Oliver Simon who lets it run. The third Simon to compete in a major final at this European Championships.
Yeah, proud moment for the family there of FIT's Chief Executive Officer Chris Simon, having 3 people compete this afternoon.
Good pick up though for Ireland here, and it's Andrew Mays, who's an absolute giant hanging out on the right hand side.
Yep, moving.
Flung across into the path of Joe Balance.
I remember Balance from 3 years ago.
And a Phelan, and then it's left instead for Lever. Finn Lever finds the pass.
Great touch there. That is a play that I've seen a lot of European teams running, the dummy sweeper going back the short side. It's been through all divisions over the last 4 days. That is a very popular play up here in the Northern Hemisphere.
Well, Lever, there's another Lever in the form of Rory, also in the Irish side, so a family affair that touches continues across these teams.
Yeah, interesting they threw the ball to the England sub-box there on 5. The better play might have been to try and get it to the Irish sub-box and make England work right across the field.
Said England drive forward. It's a much better transition this time from England and from Louis Treyas, whose sister was absolutely brilliant in that Women's Open final.
Yeah, I watched Louis 3 years ago, mate. He was on fire then. Hopefully he has a great game for England now as they come out of half.
Lovely step from this short side, but Ethan Gallagher just ran out of space. Another youngster who's taken the step up after starring in the Youth Atlantic Cup a year ago.
Yeah, sun coming out now, mate. So
what a moment for it to rearrange. We thought we might have some rain here today, but it stayed away for now. Yeah, no, it looks like it's going to be fine conditions for the rest of the game here. We looked threatening an hour ago, but it's come back out, so that means the heat's going to come out again. As they roll up now, the Irish. Let's see their exchanges. Yeah, first transition for them of the tie. Some tired bodies out there, but a great pickup. Ireland rolling with pace here. He's through Fulton. Fulton breaks the line! He's through! Ireland draw first blood. Geez, that just came off a very solid rucking set. They fanned out off the latch, and England just got caught napping there a little bit out wide, and Fulton found a hole. And as we see here on the replay, we've got Fulton just getting the ball off the dummy half. He split hard, and just too much pace for the number 13 there. Fulton too fast for Ben Grinter. He's no slouch. It's an excellent finish, and Ireland one up here against England. Tell you what, they're absolutely pumped too in the box here. We're in front of the Irish box. Now France opened the scoring against England in the Women's Open, and we all know how that went, so Ireland need a big shutout here. Slapped down by the Irish. Treyas denied.
Once again, it was that sweeper step back, looking to go the short side. Wouldn't mind him seeing give the ball, get the quarterback back, and then throwing long. Really collapsing the Irish defence. So here we go, we've got a changeover.
Well, I thought that was going to be 6 fresh touches for England, but the referees in consultation. They've got the blue and red strip on now instead of the white for the sake of confusion, the referees. Ireland here in good numbers.
Yeah, good decision by the referees. I think they actually stand out a lot more. I haven't seen any referee at an FIT event wear that strip before, so it's a good innovation.
Also haven't seen any collisions just yet, so it's a good sign of things to come. As Ireland on the front foot, Mark Phelan whipped up by Lever again. Away from Ben Laden, and they use all their touches here, but they don't really threaten Ireland, and England will head to the box.
England have dropped the ball here, have they? What do we got here? Yeah, ball down. I think that's the right call. I thought it was a very sloppy roll ball. Interesting to see Ireland went to the English box again on their last set, but no, I would tend to agree with that. You've got to have better ball control than that when you're rucking it out of your own line.
Can Ireland punish them here? Beaten 11-8 yesterday, and in the opening round of day 2 beaten 7-4. So looking for better here. Wide it goes, and Ben Laden was running that line, but he wasn't quite there when the ball was delivered. Yeah,
high risk play there by Ireland early in the tackle count. They ran linker sweeper, where basically you sweep the link and then go back the open side. It is a very high risk play, and probably touch 3 you want to maybe run a few more conservative plays to give yourself the full set.
England with a better transition this time around. A little dummy from Treyas.
Good drive.
Over that 10 metre, and then an injection of pace has Ireland scrambling, but again it's a loose roll ball. Archie Devlin was really up for it as he came onto the field, but just couldn't place it calmly enough.
Just sensing some nerves in the England camp the first 5 minutes, similar to what I think I saw in the women's game. I thought England looked a little nervous in the women's game in the first 5 as well. Very much a similar arrangement here. When you're a heavy favourite, that can happen.
Step. Through go Ireland here. No call from the ref just yet. Sean Balance does brilliantly well. Assistant coach of the Irish women's side, but still a real devil on field, and this is some stunning footwork.
Yeah, just picked up out of half, got an offside player. Oh, the 13 there, he might have been onside, but the referees have said play through. Haven't seen it, and the number 10 there scoring the try. 2-0 Ireland.
Luke Guarenti there to benefit. Ireland 2-0 up. And you said England women's side were nervous, but what the French didn't do was capitalise on that. Ireland seemed to be doing so.
Yeah, absolutely. As we run a sweeper now, that's a give the sweeper. But yeah, Ireland, strong defence there. They've read that. They've probably seen that plenty of times this campaign.
Sam Dixon denied. Another young Sioux start at the Youth Atlantic Cup. Loose ball over the top from Lawton Davis. And it's well collected, but Ireland keep them out. Yeah, great touch there by the Irish winger. You know, didn't bite on the inside play, trusted his linker, and then just went out and made the touch on his winger. And Ireland a long way from home at the moment. They've got players poised and ready on the edge of the box. Yeah, that's what I want to see the Irish do when they're when there's nothing on their 6 touch. Get it to the Irish box and make them come across. It's taken them 3 touches to get all their subs on, so they don't have an opportunity now. Quick ball though from Lever, and a good line. At least they've gone deep, Ireland, from Joe Balance. Yeah, so just right there, they turn the ball over once again on the set side. Maybe they've seen that England like to run the away set, which is what they've done here. Little bit of space on this near side for Harry Richards, and he makes use of it. Cole Graham launches a long ball. Dixon through the middle. Yeah, they want to get a roll on here. This is a nice roll coming up here, Will. Josh Henderson. New faces in the England line. Simon amongst them. Treyas. A real box of tricks. Louis Treyas steps off the left and goes himself. Gets the offside call. Yeah, great experience. Get across. Great experience there from Louis Treyas. Seasoned campaigner. I think working with the younger player there. You just a little quickie, step back. Ireland a little slow on the recovery there of the inside middle, and yeah, that was well down. Good try. So Ireland peg back, England on the board, but still an emerald lead. Here's Balance. Yep, working with Hickey there, I think. Still a little space here for Fulton, eventually caught. Rory Fulton. Hickey, balance now. Good work from Kieran Burton. Long ball over the top. English player there to cover. Vaughan Meredith just completely screening the Irish winger.
Yeah, I think at men's opens level, you just got to be a little bit more creative setting up that 4-on-3. Teams are very adapted at defending that now. So just want to see a little bit more creativity, maybe a little movement beforehand and then do the drop dump.
Here come England straight through the centre. Gallagher almost dropped it short of Ben Grinter.
Yeah, this is better roll.
Irish protestations, but no call coming. Richards off the deck. Cole Graham, lovely pick-up. Dixon whips it in field. Lawton Davis pins back his ears. Ireland catch him before he's through and deny England the opportunity.
Great touch though, but I like what I'm seeing here from England. They've settled into their flow. They've settled in. I mean, that's not going to help giving away the penalty there. But they have actually, their rucking sets are a bit more effective than Ireland simply because they're getting the ball on their side of the field. Ireland need to start working out that they've got to get the ball over here to allow England to roll out from a longer position, way out.
It's a little bit soft from Lawton Davis and it might have let the Irish in. Touch taken on James O'Donnell. O'Donnell plays his rugby over in England. Wetson on the return again. O'Donnell hunted down by Dixon. And then a loose ball. That's an error from Sean O'Sullivan.
Yeah, little coach killer there. I think they just rushed that a little bit. They had a couple more touches up their sleeve. Maybe they could have just settled it down and had a set-up play for a final strike on 6.
Lawton Davis wears the heavy touch and the call does come his way.
Yeah, pull down there. Pretty easy one to give. Ireland just trying to slow the play down. Like I said, England have settled a lot better now. And
Richards onto the outside.
Ireland have got to be careful here.
Touch is made by the winger Andrew Mays. Huge dummy and another one. And Ireland didn't like that at all from Oliver Simon.
Might have been a little bit of simulation there too at the end of it.
Bold of Ireland to put 2 hands on the CEO's son.
Very bold.
He's no longer at England touch, so people can stop pretending that the Simons haven't been selected on merit. Gallagher with a big miss pass. Beautiful piddle. Richards over.
Well shut up. Well set up play there. That's what we like to see. So a little bit of creativity beforehand. Here Louis Treyas again dictating plays. Good ball out of half here. Good 4-on-3. Winger probably caught a bit too far in there. Probably looking to, he was out chasing in rather than in chasing out. And we're all level here, 2-2.
What a pill from Gallagher. Richards goes over.
Yeah, Ireland need to come back now. England have settled and that could be dangerous for the Irish here. They need to stay in this game. They don't want to let England get a roll on. Richards
now the top scorer in the tournament with 18, going level with Killian Daly. And Ireland look to have driven straight over, but denied at the moment by the referee.
Yeah, I think he made the touch there. I'm not sure what the commentator was, but it was an easy 3-on-2. Probably should have given the pass there rather than try and go himself.
Phelan. Out come England. Off the deck from Hickey. To the short side he goes. Phelan over the line. There's a hand straight up from Tom Pennishead, but a try is given.
Yeah, they caught the Olinka offside there. It'll be interesting to see the replay, just to see whether he got his 2 feet back. Hickey dictating here. Gives the punish. Let's have a look at the feet of the link. Oh, maybe ball just down before he got there. Very close.
Mark Phelan puts Ireland back in front. Strong words from the coaching staff in the box in front of us here. Off go England. Treyas wants it on the return, trying to catch Ireland offside. Louis Treyas with 3 drives is up to the 7. Ball on the inside, soft hands. Treyas, one more would do it. And it's a good stop by the winger.
You love a 7-foot arm span out wide. You love big, tall timber out wide, and that's come into full effect there. Saved a certain try. But great play by England.
Lovely hands and a fresh set of 6 at the 7 now. Treyas. Simon. Where's the touch well? Might be a chance here for Dixon. Fast feet, tipped over the top. Richards! He's caught. Great cover from Sean Balance.
Yeah, the tip-on just went a little bit high and a little bit loopy, a little bit of a rainbowish, and that, as a result, gave enough time for the Ireland to come across.
Simon, great turn of pace. Treyas, Simon somehow gets it away. And it will be dotted down, unopposed on that far side.
Beautiful play by Simon there. They ran basically the same play the Irish just did. Ran a little punish on the link, and Simon with some fancy handwork here. Louis Trace. Ooh, this seems to be the core unit for England. They've set up all 3 tries at the moment, so Ireland have got to work out exactly. Ireland, fortunate penalty there, Will.
Yeah, indeed, a penalty is given. Just trying to find out who the England 16 is, because he's not listed on the sheet. I have a feeling it's Sam Clacker, who goes to 18 tries in the tournament, but he's changed his shirt if it is.
Yeah, he might have had some blood on his shirt or something like that, or it got ripped, and they don't carry more than one kit here at Touch Football, so he might have had to go a replacement number.
So indeed, Ireland pushing on here. Pulled back level again after a nice ball over the top. Fast feet at the line, but Carl Lever is caught.
Yeah, last touch here. Oh, he's through, is he? No, almost, but good defence there by England.
Balance.
Scrappy set there by Ireland in attack. They want to do better next time.
That is a missed opportunity, really. 6 fresh touches so close to the line. England would have taken that chance, you fear, as they have done 3 times already today.
Yeah, especially with Hickey on the field. They've got to make more use of him when he's on in attack there, and now he's just burning energy in defence.
Richards off the deck. Brilliant drive from England here. I think they're going to carve out another chance. What a pick up from Gallagher to the open side. Soft hand should do it. It's Richards on the double.
Absolutely sensational play there. They've got their flow on now, Will. The English men's opens team here. That was sensational driving straight up the sub box. Some beautiful strong drives as we see here. So this started on the other side of halfway. Look at this drive coming into touch. This is the one here. Critical drive. Got the middle. Little short play there by the number 8. Quick hands and winger beaten. All ends up. So England take the lead, I think.
I've got one eye on the top scorer's race, because that try puts Richards level with Kieran Byrne on 19 at the very pinnacle of it.
There you go. Something to behold here in the final, but we've got 4-3 at the moment.
Phelan. England take the lead for the very first time. To the open side they go. It's been intercepted by Augustine McMahon.
Yeah, referee's found a penalty there. I think maybe through the ruck or something like that, but tried to sink a pass, but it wouldn't have been to no effect anyway. The penalty had already been given. It might have been off the mark.
Kemal Shahabdeen. Well, that time it was Simon making the run.
Yeah.
And some new fresh faces on here for England.
They've got to hold on to half-time here, Ireland. I don't think they can let England get too far in front, otherwise I think the English will just be able to roll through the second half. Here we go,
Pennison throws the intercept, and it's going to be an Irish score, and Kieran Byrne will go to 20 tries in the tournament.
It's the perfect Danganone moment. Goodbye. Here he goes.
They'll do more than hold on before half-time. They'll take us level again. Not a bad option here from Pennison, but just watch Byrne's eyes in that background there as he follows the play.
Great read. Came from an onside position, there's no doubt about that. And he was away, and you was put down your glasses. No one was catching Byrne. So does he go to 20 tries, does he?
Top scorer out and out here at the European Championship.
Geez, he might have taken a few of them over the last weekend, but now we go. We got plenty of action here. Another penalty. Referee's saying go back, go back.
4-4. Fresh set of touches, but just outside the 10 metre. Off goes Graham. Cole Graham casually forward. Ball off the deck from Lawton Davis.
Great strike there by the number 12 from Ireland. Read the play well at the link and came in and got the middle.
Joe Balance in to defend. Lawton Davis ball in hand. It's Henderson and Gallagher, and it's the big no-look miss pass. He just wound it up knowing that Richards was out there, but it's floated forward.
Yeah, well defended there by the number 15. Bit what we said with Ireland as well. Defending that 4-on-3, very hard to throw into the wind too, but the referee's found a penalty. So England get another chance to reload.
Tom Lawton Davis skips out Gallagher this time, but it's good defence to catch Henderson.
Great touch. Great touch. They tried to a little bit get him on a sneaky there with a little inside-outside. They thought it was going to the first player through to the second cross face, and great defence.
Henderson, quick ball back into his path, looking maybe to go out the back to Gallagher. But is that another penalty for Ireland or just a good touch? Can't tell by the reaction of the crowd from here.
Good touch it was.
Henderson drops it in for Tom Lawton-Davis, and finally Ireland kick them out. What a performance on the defensive side of things from Ireland. A huge shutout with just 2 minutes to go before half-time.
Yeah, great half, isn't it? End-to-end football. We've got intercepts, we've got long balls, we've got a penalty for not giving the ball back, and we've got Ireland now getting a ball downfield, having a crack before half-time. Oh, no, we don't. We have a penalty, coach killer.
Real disappointment in how Ireland performed in their previous fixtures with England. They were meant to be the challengers, but no one remembers the pool games. They only remember the big dance. Here in the final at the European Championships, the gold medal match, which is level at 4-4. There's that big Simon dummy, which is very unpopular with the Irish, I must say. Simon again looks to get onto the outside. Dixon, speculative, but picked out brilliantly, and it's an England score. Gallagher goes over. He's already kicked the ball away before the score was given.
We might have a forward pass here.
Well,
it was a sinker pass. Where a sinker pass we call when you go over the middle, and then you've got to get it to the link. It's very hard to throw that backwards. And they're going to go, yep, he has thrown it backwards. No, they're going to go penalty. Forward pass.
Tried and eyed, and then of course they lose another 10 yards because they kick the ball away.
Yeah, you can get frustrated, but you've got to keep your discipline.
Well, of course, they kicked it away because they thought the try was scored. They were returning it to halfway.
I don't know what we're doing.
As is the intended way, but the try wasn't given.
Yep, so common sense there. The referees understood that and took it back to just the original 7. So we've got an away set here with 20 odd seconds to go.
Ireland look to take them on the outside. There's seconds remaining here, but that's enough for a men's open team to go end to end.
Will Hickey on here. They've got Hickey on.
O'Donnell again, there's the buzzer. Lever gets away from one. It's a good touch from Louis Treyes to take us through to the break. We saw drama in the mixed open. We saw dominance in the women's tie. And in this men's open, we've got a lockout at the break. It's 4-4. Nothing can split the two. Ireland took an early 2-try lead. England scored 3 on the bounce and then tit for tat to take us through to half time. And it's a game that's had a little bit of everything, Aaron.
Absolutely, it has been end-to-end footy. There's been changes in momentum across the entire half. Ireland starting off a 2-0 lead. England coming back to 2-all. England taking the lead. Ireland hitting back. England taking the lead again. And then that intercept by Byrne really then changing the momentum, because I think if England had scored there, Ireland's heads may have been down. But they know they're in a contest here. They're up and about. They're ready for this final 20 minutes. That's all they got left. 20 minutes of touch rugby left. And they'll be hopefully crowned champions of Europe, but they've got to do the hard work first, Will.
Before we let the boys play, we'll let the band play over this half-time break. We'll be back in a few moments' time. Back for the second half here. Jubilant mood around the park. Certainly nerves out there in the middle. We're 4-all with 20 minutes still to play. And Aaron Jones, fit director, back alongside me. England left to right now in the second half. Treyas going for the line early doors. Well, Ireland scored a quick opener, and England have scored or been denied a try.
Yeah, no, good touch there by Hickey at link there. They target him, but he got back on side. Made the touch, last touch coming. Let's see what England do here as their final execution play.
Well, Ireland fans down the left-hand side of the field now hoping they don't get any of the action as it's flung wide.
Yeah, that number 15, he's tried a couple of long balls there. He was the one with the contentious sinker pass just before half-time. But this time the Irish defender, well read, hits his back, and Ireland get the ball.
Yeah, Dixon, a former fly half in the game of 15s, jumping across to touch and heading towards its pinnacle. He's been brilliant for England at the age groups and has now got his chance in the men's open.
Very tall for a fly half.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just how they make them up north.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at this bloke here. I reckon he'd be a line-out man or something like that in the game of 15s. But he's a very good winger here at touch football.
Yeah, there is great rugby heritage in both of these sides, including across the game of touch. Little darting run from Panacea, and a family affair for them, of course, in this men's and mixed open. But I think that's a penalty against Ireland.
Yeah, Boko, most of our players come through the rugby league as opposed to the rugby union in the male side. The women's side's a bit more diverse, but I know New Zealand's mostly union-based, but Australia Rugby League is where the pinnacle, where the some of the girls come from, or they actually go from touch to rugby. We see a great try.
Straight over go Cole Graham for England. Awaiting confirmation this time. They've learnt their lesson. But Graham with a good finish.
Yeah, Byrne there at link. On it, great honesty there. But just run the little punish here. Gets the ball, gets underneath Byrne, who, swipe and miss. And England take the lead.
I think in England it is a mix of both, of course. There's the Wigan Warriors who've got a great touch affiliation, but then the Bristol Bears down south, and that's a brand new acknowledgement from the New Zealand Rugby Federation of their touch setup. That official partnership is a huge moment for every touch playing nation, because now hopefully others will do the same.
Absolutely. It's where it doesn't matter how we get the players, as long as the players come and the players stay. As Ireland on the attack.
Lovely step towards the outside. I mean, for Ireland, it's Old Wesley, the historic rugby club in the Dublin region, which play both codes and touch to the highest standard.
Yeah, and Ireland hosting junior events last year, junior events next year. And
it was at the Youth Atlantic Cup in Limerick. It was brilliant.
Yep. And highly representative in all divisions here this week as well. But back here to the men's, Ireland haven't been as fluent in the first part of the second half.
It's another penalty given away.
England have come out strong.
And England will continue to turn the screw as they head towards that far side.
Good driving here.
Henderson with good pace onto the ball, and then another good drive from Treyas. Treyas weaving and winding, and what a pickup off his toes from Sam Clacker.
The former number 37, now wearing 16, Clacker.
I'd be surprised if he ever had 37 on, because every other England player is 1 through 15.
I wonder why I got 37. Who knows? I mean, I wear 15 when I play. Great number. And it's not just because it's the largest shirt in the kit.
Good pick up. Ireland on the transition. They haven't been quite as fluid, as you said, Aaron, in this area as England have, but balance, soft hands, almost an intercept.
How he didn't need to play at that. That was an under 50% chance, and if you got last touch, you didn't have to play that. All you've done is give Ireland another set of 6 near the line.
Henderson just going for that intercept like Kieran Byrne grabbed. He saw his name in lights, but now he sees England scrambling back towards their line.
Yeah, well defended there by England. I think Ireland have got to get a bit of width in their play. England are going to eat up that middle all day, and as a result, they've conceded a infringement at the ruck.
That is a coach killer for Ireland. Fresh set of touches, and 2 really experienced players out there as well, in Sean Balance and the opening try scorer Rory Fulton.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do, is give this England side's going to give you opportunity, and they've given him another one.
Sometimes the touch gods just have a way of evening things out. Another error. Both sides need to sharpen up in this, which is supposed to be the very pinnacle of the men's edition of the game. Of balance.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy right now. That can come with nerves. Dive at the line.
Kieran Byrne has another crack. Looking for try number 21 in the series.
He's agile, this Kieran Byrne, isn't he? Not much of him. That's probably favours that low diving.
Balance. Fulton. Ireland still with touches in the chamber. They have to use them. Kieran Byrne back on the return. Over he goes. Or under Simon in this occasion. Good touch.
So they've gone to that move twice. This set of 6. I really like a bit of variety in attack. Maybe something on the other side. Maybe a sweeper. They've run a splitter here.
Fast feet from Byrne again, but Simon has his number.
Yep.
Simon was and Gallagher were 2 of the players who won an unbelievable Youth Atlantic Cup tie against France in the under-18s a year ago. And now this is their chance to join the men's open, and they have taken it by the fistful.
So Byrne's burned a lot of energy there, pardon the pun, in relation to attack. He's got to be switched on here in defence. They're going to come towards him, are they? No, they go the other way.
Nice footwork again from England. It's Penestead who flicks it in field eventually, and it goes loose. Ireland survive. It's still a 1-try game.
Yeah, we'll see how they ruck this ball out. There looks to be some tired legs out there for the Irish at the moment. England might have got caught up in the ruck there. They got away with that.
It's been a long old tournament. They've each played each other twice in the ranking for this match. Ireland, of course, beaten on both occasions. This is the closest they've taken England, as you'd expect, in the biggest game. But it's another penalty for Ireland. The penalty count in this half, I think we're approaching the same number of penalties in the second half as the first, and we're about 7 minutes in.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just been a little bit sloppy the second half. I think teams probably maybe playing a little bit tense. Certainly as we get down to the business end of the game, it's going to be the team that relaxes the most is the one I think is going to come away with this.
It's Archie Devlin. Grinter, great acceleration. Devlin off the deck, opens things up, scoots into the end zone. Who's there in red and white? It's great defence from Ireland.
Yeah, that was very well defended. Yeah, in touch football, we don't mind if you get through on the end goal sometimes. It's always going to happen. But if you can chase them into the corner and your other players hold their player, usually you can just run them in the corner like there and you eliminate the threat.
I think there's a penalty for hard touch.
Yep, hard touch. Just pushing down on the Irish player there. What I call disrupting the flow. If you disrupt the flow, the referees don't like that, and you're going to get yourself in trouble.
It's not necessarily about physicality in those areas. It's more about whether or not what you're doing is an unfair advantage by pushing them to deck. Really good carry by Sean O'Sullivan, and Ireland are in a promising position now. Ball to the right-hand side from O'Donnell. O'Sullivan, O'Donnell.
Last touch.
Desperate to create something here. O'Donnell caught.
They must have missed their touch count there because, yeah, they didn't offer a lot there for their play near the line. So that's unaffected by Ireland. Good drive now by England.
Off the deck from Devlin, round the corner they go. This is a brilliant drive again in transition. It's the area that England thrive in both men's and women's open. Look at the pace, darting forward, they're up to the 7. It's Treyas, it's soft, and from Dixon, and he just couldn't hold on.
Sensational intercept opportunity there. Saved a certain try, almost plucked it out of the air. But, I mean, are we leaning here? I mean, England feel like they're running downhill at the moment, Wilfred. It honestly feels like there's a gradient of about 10%.
Treyas, caught, offside call, under he goes.
So we had the linker offside, middle coming across to make the touch before the play through, so that's why they've got the penalty there. England now. Running a punish. Is he there?
Dixon on the inside.
What are the referees going to rule here?
The touch is called, but will a try be given to Oliver Simon?
Okay, so that's two penalties. If Ireland give away another one now, they'll lose a player under the exclusion for a set of 6. That's going to be a big advantage for England. So England have got an opportunity here to either draw that penalty or convert the opportunity to a try. Treyas. Singapore, no, dummy half court on second touch, Will. That's cardinal sin by the English.
That is a tough one for England to take. They still lead by 1, but will they come to rue such an opportunity?
Yeah, they could have gone 2 up then, and I think that might have been a bridge too much to climb for the Irish. But anyway, the Irish have given it away. This happened 3 years ago. Ireland were in the game, and then just too many mistakes in the back end of the game, a little bit of inexperience.
Another penalty, and Dixon in possession. Sam Dixon. Cole Graham, try already in the second half, the only one of the second half. Tom Lawton-Davis, picked out by 7th coach as England's man to watch. Dixon, touch made by Rory Fulton.
So once again, they've found the linker offside. They're really attacking Byrne here at link. They might have identified him as potentially a little bit slow to get back.
Well, that's a 3rd penalty in the eyes of the referee.
No, it's actually not, because there was a complete reset. There was a restart.
But Kieran Byrne has been sent
they
off
worked
the
it out.
field, and then back he comes.
Yeah.
Goodness, what a moment.
They worked it out. They realised that Ireland actually got the ball in between the sets of penalties, so that's actually only the first infringement. Ireland got the ball and they spilled it, and then for the 3 penalty in the box resets.
Byrne almost sent off to the Badlands, of course, which is would be a real shame, because there he is on defence looking to deny Dixon a try, but he can't do so. Who needs the man advantage when you've got Sam Dixon reaching out from 6 metres away? What a finish.
Look, that was coming. They've obviously, like I said, identified that Byrne potentially, his positioning at link there, his body's all the wrong way, and his middle not coming across to help. His middle needed to know that he'd been targeted. Been targeted 3 times already this half. Ireland needed to get across, cover their mate there, and make him step back and go along the other way.
A 2-try deficit opens up just as it did for Ireland in the first half, so we know that the game can change again. Really good transition from halfway. Lever wants it on the return. Back out for the right-hand side from Phelan. Over they go. England protest, but they'll be unheard by the officials. And Ireland touchdown right in front of their jubilant support. Phelan with a nice change of direction there, and a good line from the link. Over go Ireland for another score.
Yeah, change of direction there, which is something, a bit of variety from the Irish. They needed to try something different. Bit of a bad read there by the English link. He got way too far forward and left his winger stranded.
Balance of the Joe variety instead of Sean on the score sheet now. Treyas, great carry, could be an instant reply again. Dinked onto the inside for Penisayed.
Yeah, well played there by England. They identified that they're running this punish. They're really putting the Irish linkers under all sorts of pressure. The Irish middle covered well this time around, but by the time he gets there, he just stranded himself. He was up in the line with the linker initially, and his second middle couldn't come across and make the touch.
2-point gap opens up again. It's 7-5.
Look, they've still got time, the Irish here, but they're going to have to. They're going to have to score though in the next set of 6.
Ireland up to the 7. Kieran Byrne. Sean Balance. Missed pass. What a
Singapore!
Rory Fulton at full stretch. Dots down for Ireland.
I don't know how they got it over number 15's head. Is that Dixon?
Goodness, what a leap.
How did they get it over his head? That's a magnificent sinker pass here from the number 8. Look at that. Oh, tremendous take. Had to take it. Winger, no chance.
Camera was sent by the distance on the pass, thought it was meant for the winger out wide, but that's a 1-point game. 7-6, Ireland back into it, but they have to keep England out here.
CEO getting nervous there, asking how much time to go. He's going 1 minute, 1 minute. No, Chris, there is 5. There's actually 6.5.
But one score in it. Gallagher wants the equaliser. It's been put down by Ben Grinter, but not before the Irish had a part to play. So I think that's 6 more touches for England, or at least another strike at the line.
They've given them 6 to go here. We know where England are going to go. We know exactly where England are going to go.
Henderson, Grinter, over goes Devlin.
Forward off the half, so Ireland defend that one.
Huge moment in the tie for Ireland, who are still chasing the game.
Oh, that's through the ruck, that's a penalty, yep. Hines has got it, referee Hines has got it, through the ruck. They'll bring it forward.
The officiating in this game, given the pace of play, has been outstanding, it must be said, as it has been all tournament.
Geez, the intensity's lifted here, you can feel it. You can feel it in the crowd too, this last 5 minutes.
Off the deck from Byrne. Excellent pace from O'Donnell out to the towering Mays.
Towering is an understatement. I've never seen a bigger bloke on the touch field, and I'm pretty tall myself.
Mays, insert field.
Oh, Willie Mays,
sliding over.
Lovely slide dive from the winger, but great defence there by the English.
Kieran Byrne.
Oh no. Lift
what a
your
time
head.
to let it drop. James O'Donnell, whose length-to-length intercept won a regional title for his side a few weeks ago in England. But now on the big stage in Vichy, he's let it slip.
Yeah, they got it. They got the over the mark here. Byrne, great touch by Byrne.
What a turnover.
Never gave up on the play.
Great recovery from Ireland. Kieran Byrne, what a final he's having. 21 tries as the top scorer.
Taking the ball back there, that's common sense. Don't get caught up in the moment. Control yourself, get ready.
Byrne, Mays at half. Changes here for Ireland. Balance among them. Off the deck again, quickly from Hickey. Back to the short side. Kieran
good
Byrne,
save.
slapped down by England.
Beautifully set up by Hickey, the 32 long to his other middle. Created the 2-on-1, but well saved by the English winger.
Vaughan Meredith, what a moment for the winger. So crucial on both sides of the ball, the wingers.
Yeah. We're running a punish here.
They deserve.
Oh, the winger.
England offside.
No, good touch. They've called touch. The English middle read it and came across as well. That is great defence. Both teams really targeting this punish play.
Ireland pressure here. Balance. Byrne. He's over again.
They got it. They've given it to him this time. 5th time lucky. Kieran Byrne a double.
Try number 22. For Kieran Byrne, put in by Sean Balance, an Irish legend in the making.
What a finish, 4 to go.
Balance, perhaps one of their best ever players, still pushing here in the Men's Open. He's slowly transitioning into the coaching setup, but they won't let him go from the Men's Open just yet. Not before they take England on here. Hard touch on Treyes. And the penalty goes England's way.
Just watching that replay of that dive down. Perfect example. If the defender's on the line, the attacking player is likely going to get that play 99 out of 100. You need to get a little bit forward. But England on the attack.
Gallagher! He's hit hard by Carl Lever.
Yeah, good no call by the referee. Nothing in that. That's just a good strike. You don't want the referees to decide it now.
Simon gets it off the deck again from Treyes. Sent back to the 7. Or will it be a score? The referee's in consultation.
Yeah, it's going to be a score.
Simon's done it. Ollie Simon's put England ahead.
How many punishes have we seen today? This punish play, which is just a quickie on the linker. Simon gets the ball. Was that forward? Not. The ball's down. I've got no doubt the ball was down, but the pass, a little bit suspect. Ireland need to hit back.
Byrne drives up the middle. It's a loose row ball. Ref let it run. James O'Donnell.
We've still got 2.5.
Hickey. Nice step. Gets away. Switching for O'Donnell.
Went to ground.
England survive. And England still lead. 2.5 minutes to go. Where has that second half gone?
I know. Tell me about it. It's been absolutely amazing football.
Let's play
England
a third half. Why not? Keep it playing. Who would want this game to end?
Can England ice this now? They're in the box seat, 2 to go. They're up by 1. They've got the penalty. How they play this out the last 2 minutes. Control their rucks, use the set of 6, and Ireland shouldn't have too many opportunities. But there we go. That's an almost forward pass.
touch on Trieste. Chance for England to go 2 ahead. Simon again. What a game he's had. Over the top. Gallagher!
Oh, the sinker ball just a little bit out of reach. Ireland survive. What a game.
A fingertip separates England from a European Championship.
And now Ireland, they need a penalty here. This is 4th touch. They run a sneaky.
Lovely ball on the inside, but it's not caught out. England. Fulton allowed to rumble. Fulton still going.
Got the winger wide. Got it on the inside. Great touch, Simon.
What a moment from Ollie Simon to go coast to coast and spare England's blushes here. Offside is the call from the Irish bench. Nothing from the officials just yet. Is there one more touch here for Lever?
Got in, great touch.
But what a read by Clacker.
Oh, sensational play. How good, Simon, on that defence.
Never say die from Ollie Simon. And the work rate of the Simon family, which has taken England from obscurity to Tier 1, is reflected through the sun, now playing for the Men's Open, who went 70 metres plus to stop Ireland crashing over.
And a penalty with 40 seconds to go. I think England can ice this now. England can play this out now. If they're smart, they can just cool this out. You can kill 40 seconds in a game of touch.
You can feel like the roof is about to blow off here in Vichy. There is another penalty for England. Ireland know the game is gone. You can see it on the faces of the men in the box. They drop to their knees here.
Yep.
England still pushing on. It's Graham. Lovely ball, Lawton Davis.
England mustn't know there's 10 seconds left. They're still playing it out. I'd be playing just two-man touch the rest of the way.
That's not the England way. They'll push on till the last. It's Dixon going for another. There's the buzzer. England settle. They know there's still a touch to play. They stay off the field for fear of handing Ireland an opportunity. Dixon. It's an unceremonious end to a superb final. England's young guns go from wonder kid to the world stage. They are European champions. And the project which aim is to unseat the Southern Hemisphere, takes a huge step in the right direction. Changes from top to bottom in this England Open side, but the men have managed to match the women's earlier victory over France. It's gold for England Men's Open. It's gold in 2 of the 3 majors for England. France will have a title on home soil to celebrate, but what a fixture. Ireland just couldn't scrape through. We were level at the break. There was nothing but one try in it for almost the full 40 minutes. It is one of the games of the ages, a test match of supreme quality, but England sneaked through at the very last. What a performance. Aaron, how do we even come close to dissecting a tie like that?
You pretty much summed it up, Will, mate. I've got nothing more to say. Just a tremendous game of touch football. England, I thought, midway through that second half, when they got that 2-try break, that was lights out. It was 3 years ago. Ireland, to their credit, never stopped trying, but geez, Ollie Simon saved the game with that chase down in the 39th minute. That's the never say die attitude that makes a young player into a great player, and it looks like he's got a very bright future. Full credit Ireland, never gave up. I just saw the devastation on Will Hickey's face here. He's come a long way just to be part of this, living in Australia, but representing his native Ireland. And mate, I saw how much it meant to him, that devastation of that loss. I hope he's back in 4 years' time. Hope he's not too old, but congratulations England, and congratulations for the tournament as another successful Euros comes to an end.
Well, there was no point discussing it while the game was going, but Aaron, we do need to pick a player of the final. Until we know who was winning, there wasn't much point. But what do we reckon? I mean, Simon scored the winner and then went straight down the other end and saved the game. Was that enough for him to clinch it, or who else watched? Who else stood out for you in that England side?
Yeah, look, I had 3 players in mind. I had Louis Theroux, the seniority in that first half, kept them into the game. I had Samuel Dixon there, a couple of crazy setups there and a little dive-by. But to me, the key moments of the game belong to Oliver Simon, and I think he'd be a very worthy player of the final.
Well, that's the best indictment you're going to get from Aaron Jones, and what a performance by England. Ireland pushed them to the end. But we'll be back in a few moments with some of these victorious English players, and we'll leave you with scenes of celebration and desperation from either side of the Irish Sea.
Camille, t'es trop fort!
Camille, t'es la meilleure!
Well, I've managed to escape the huddle around the Irish end where they were rightfully celebrating their fantastic men's open side, but I'm here with two England players, England captain Tom and the player of the final, Ollie Simon. Ollie, firstly, congratulations for this huge award. I mean, obviously, it's a very young team. What was it like going Youth Atlantic Cup through to key player in the Nationals through to England Men's Open in 1 year?
I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. Like, I can't even put it into words, and it's crazy. All the boys, I appreciate them so much. They've helped me through the whole journey. Like, I couldn't do it without any of them. Coaches, Mark, Tom, Syke, Becker, TM Colzer, they all just helped me so much through this process. And we bonded so well throughout the year. So when we knew it got tough in that game, which was always going to get tough, and we just looked at each other and went, let's just get around each other. We promised each other we were going to work hard for each other. And we got on that pitch and we delivered, so absolutely class.
And Tom, look, much has been said about this men's open side and the changes that were made before the tournament, the project that is about to take place. And there was some talk of some players being disappointed, but obviously, as we saw in the crowd there, the men's 30s team got around England, and in the end, it is a victory for England. Another gold medal. What does it feel to add another thing to this growing English trophy cabinet?
Mate, unreal. It takes a lot of composure, especially to go, what was it, 2 down at one point as well for us. But yeah, watching all the other England teams doing so well, some of those 30s boys just coming out of the men's opens team as well. It's such a nice having like everyone together. With mix, the women's, we all kind of train together as one, and then after like a couple of months we then split up. But it's very much one England. So yeah, with everyone winning, it's just a great experience.
I mean, what was it like marshalling this New England side? It is a very different team. You didn't have loads of time together in the paddock as just a team, as you said. All those changes made, but still a great performance. I mean, how does that make you feel about what is to come over the next 2 years?
Mate, I'm so excited. It's one of those things really where, although we're a very young team, we're very experienced. Like, there's lots of players. It's like, for me personally, it's not like I have to carry it by myself as captain. Everyone has something to say. Everyone keeps each other up. Like, we've all got each other's backs, and it's a hell of an experience. And to be part of it is unreal.
And Ollie, I mean, gold medals across the board for the Simons today. It's been a pretty good end result for not just your touch community, but also your touch family as well. For Nottingham, for everywhere you look, there's been wins across the board for England.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Big shout out to my sisters. We've worked so hard to get here, and I think we all put our best game out there today. So congratulations to them, and then Mum and Dad as well. I know Dad's put a lot of work into this. He's organised it, and Mum for just being there every single day. They're both there for us all the time, so really, really good. Really good.
I mean, wonderfully said, mate. Just one last thing for you, Tom. you've seen the growth of England Touch over recent years. We've gone from Bucks, from the regionals, the things that have changed within England, but also now here in Vichy, you can start to get a look wider at the changes. I mean, you've just been taken incredibly close by Ireland, a side that 3 years ago you faced in the final, but it wasn't nearly that kind of intensity, that kind of pressure. I said this in the women's final as well, because it isn't just about England and their success here today. It's about all of Europe rising and looking to challenge that Southern Hemisphere. And you must feel that teams like Ireland are making steps to do that, just like you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so good to have competition, just for everyone as well. Being able to challenge each other, it just makes it so that we're so much more prepared for when World Cup to come, State Cup for a few of the boys. Yeah, we're very excited for the future.
So much still to come from this young team, but from both of you, congratulations on a gold medal. Congratulations, Ollie, on player of the match. No worries at all. Well, brilliant to hear from both. I'll let you both head back into camp. What a tournament. That is the European Championships done and dusted. Just a little behind the scenes, we won't be getting any quiet around here. It'll be late into the night here in Vichy that the touch community comes together and does what it does best, have an excellent time. It's been a fantastic week of touch from day dot, from the start of our very first game, the Women's Open in the Stadio d'Aragon, watching France victorious in the women's under 27s, all the way through to a French victory in the mixed open and to 2 England gold medals. Congratulations to all of our winners from across the various different paradigms. We've had victories for both England, France and Ireland at gold medal level across the different age group categories, but in the 3 that we love the most, it is France and 2 for England. Another sign of the times perhaps that England have failed to win the mixed open for 2 European Championships in a row, and also just how close Ireland took England in that men's open tie. Thank you so much for joining us for this week. We're all going to go take a very well-deserved rest as well. But don't go anywhere, because in the world of touch rugby, there is still so much to come, including the Youth Atlantic Cup in Warwick in just a few weeks. A Youth Atlantic Cup which a year ago had the majority of the men's and women's Opens finalists involved, which is a sign of just how quickly the game is progressing across the board. For myself, Wilf Kemsley, from everyone here today in Vichy and from the Next Gen Live crew, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back with more touch rugby very soon.